welcome to this video. So I'm so excited because we are going to be talking about making your own royal icing and decorating cookies, which is my absolute favorite thing to do because it is just crafts that you also get to eat. So that makes us winners. Yes, it does. So let's get this party started. Okay, so first and foremost, we are going to start off with 2 pounds of powdered sugar. This is just 1 bag of powdered sugar. 1 bag should be about 2 pounds. And then we've got our meringue powder. So this is 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons of meringue powder. I'll explain that later, but we're gonna put that in here. And you're just gonna come back with a fork and mix all of that up. And next we are going to have our little mixture over here. So that means that we are going to put 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And then 2/3 cup of warm water. Now we are going to put these 2 guys together. Make sure that you kind of put that around and throughout. It's like a witch's brew. We're gonna make a potion. And then you're just gonna take your mixer and you're going to mix this together until it becomes nice and creamy. Whenever you start to mix a little concoction here, make sure that you do start on the slowest level that you have for your mixer, or your meringue powder and your powdered sugar is just gonna blow up in your face, and it's gonna be funny, but it's gonna be a waste of ingredients. So just make sure that you start off slow. And as you guys can see, it is now definitely becoming the consistency that we are looking for. I'm gonna stop and you can see, oh, that is pretty stuff and wonderful. Okay, just like a little bit. There's nothing wrong with tasting your icing because A, you wanna make sure it tastes good, and B, you deserve it. So now we are just going to take a wet paper towel and we are going to put that over our mixture to make sure that it doesn't stiffen. So for today, our colors are going to be green, brown, and black. And orange. And you are going to take that icing and what we've got right here and make sure that is all washed out. It can be totally fine if it is wet, but don't make it way too wet. So we're just gonna take about a spoonful, take a dip, pop that in there. Nice. So we're gonna take it back to elementary school. Out of the orange, green, brown, and black, which one is the brightest color and the lightest color? I'm gonna go with orange. So we are going to start with our orange, maybe add a little bit more of the piping in here. And then we are going to set that aside and just drop one little dot of orange in here. And now let's mix it. The reason that we are actually using orange first is that we are just going to be layering our icing in there. We don't want to have to, every single time that we're changing the color, get a new bowl, get all that stuff. No. We don't like a lot of cleaning things we have to do later. So we're just gonna put it all in that same container and I will show you what I mean. To me, this looks a little cream, so we're gonna add one more dot of orange. Perfect. Look at that. Much better. Make sure that you are getting those sides. Love it. That is a great orange. Let's add a little bit more icing. Bringing that back. Adding some icing. So overall, we used about 3 little squirts of orange. As you can see, yes, I may not have the most upper body strength, but it's not impossible for me to get through this icing. It is still stiff. And that is what we're looking for. I would say the consistency that we're looking for our piping icing, and this is a tip that I got from This Is How We Bam. I'd say that the consistency that we're looking for is like a toothpaste consistency. I like that orange. What do you guys think? A little bit more? Well, 4 is my lucky number, so let's go with 4. And we've got a great orange. So now what we're going to do is set that right to the side, and we are going to bring out plastic wrap. You are just going to take a little bit out. It doesn't need to be anything major. Perfect. I like this brand because they come with a little guy that's just boop, easy peasy. So what we end up doing is we are going to take just a dollop of this orange, put it, boom, right in the middle. I'd say since we only have a couple of pumpkin cookies, that is going to be a totally fine amount. So we are going to now take one side, move that to the other side, and just pop it like this and spin. Ta-da! So now we take the piping bag. Oops, I got some on my shirt. Before you add the tip, you are just going to take this side. I like to kind of cut the other side. And then the longer side, you are going to feed that into your bag. Make sure that the string is really kind of sticking out, because you are going to then want to pull it through. So once you have it all pulled through, you're gonna cut it. And then add your tip. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna take one of these guys, put that on your finger, one side, pull it through, And we have our first piping bag that's ready to go. So now that we finished our piping bag, and the piping bag is the one that has the icing that's a little bit thicker, we are now going to make our fill. So that is when we've got this handy dandy tool right here. Fill it up with some water, not too much. Because the big thing with this is whenever you need to make it a little bit more liquidy, you don't want to just throw in water because you can't make it less liquidy after there's water in there. So what I like to do is just take a little couple of drops even, squirt that in there, and then just continue to move this icing around until I get the consistency that I'm looking for. And the consistency that we're looking for is we're looking for a shampoo consistency. Okay, are we there yet for the shampoo consistency? No. A couple more drops. And again, make sure that you are scooping the bottom, because you want to make sure that you scoop the bottom. You don't want for there to be any white left over, because those white streaks will pop up when you do not want them to. Shampoo consistency? A little bit liquidy, but not what we're looking for. A couple more squirts. Okay. Third time's the charm. And I think that's pretty good. Look at that. You see how it just kind of drips like that? You don't want it to be too watery, because if it's too watery, then the second that you put on your cookie, it is going to splatter everywhere. Okay, fourth time, here we go. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Perfect. It is a continuous drip. So now that we've got this going on, we are going to take one of our fill bottles and just fill her up. So instead of going and washing this whole thing out so that we can start with our new color, which is going to be green, we are just gonna put more piping in here. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Look at that green. Does this not look like some sort of witch's brew thing that if you eat it, you're gonna be poisoned?
but luckily we will not be poisoned. And now we've got chocolate brown. Now black is something that usually you do have to kind of use a lot of squirts for, because you don't want for any of the other colors to lighten it to gray. But since we had brown right before this, it's totally fine. Ta-da!
Okay, y'all, and that is how I make my royal icing. Again, I want to say a big thank you to This Is How We Bingham, and I will leave that link below. If you guys have any questions, also please feel free to reach out, and I can help you guys as much as I can. And I cannot wait to show you how I decorate with this icing in my next video. So please make sure that you guys tune in, and I'll see y'all then.